correct?
Good enough. Granelli.
Granelli, okay.
Thank you.
Italian?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Julia Granelli from Green Valley, and I thank everyone for being here and having an interest in our community this morning. I'm here to discuss the subject of primitive roads. On March 6, 2015, Mr. Huckleberry released a draft of the Pima County Economic Development Plan. The county proposes strategies and actions to pursue the improvement of the regional economy. Steps the county can take in a near term to grow our local economy, increase jobs, and overall community wealth. It is in the spirit of this economic development plan that I ask you today to utilize Statute 286705 to take the dirt roads in the Montana Vista subdivisions into the maintenance system. I am not proposing costly paved roads, but simple grading and/or adding of gravel to the existing road beds to qualify for the very important inclusion into the Pima County Road Maintenance System. Being in the maintenance system not only entitles the residents to have traffic laws enforced, but the rules and regulations of the Departments of Transportation and Flood Control as well. Without being in the maintenance system, ordinary issues that come up on any other road can't be handled. It's a legal dichotomy, apparently. At the present time, when someone moves a wash, damaging ingress and egress to the residents, the Department of Transportation and Flood Control cannot do anything about it because someone has to die in order for the level of concern to be brought forth. The white binders distributed to you today, I'm presenting for your consideration some of the problems that arise when the roads are not in the county maintenance system. You wouldn't know about these if you didn't live out there where these problems exist every day. Healthcare. 2 residents from the subdivision are here today to describe to you the difficulty they have encountered, things you wouldn't ordinarily expect because of location. Taxi and transportation services are not available in this subdivision. SunTran and Sun Shuttle do not operate in the subdivision. The school bus. School bus only comes to the edge of the subdivision, requiring parents to make 2 trips a day to the bus stop to pick up their children. This activity creates increased and unnecessary dust for our neighbors and adjacent subdivisions. Trash service. An additional $8 per month is charged by Waste Management for going over poorly maintained roads. Other trash companies will not even consider coming into the subdivision at all.
Ma'am, your time is up, but thank you. And if you might want to just hold up your notebook, and you obviously have done your homework, and we certainly will review it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Joanna Hagen. I'm sure I mutilated that name. Joanna?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm also a resident of Montana Vistas. My husband and myself have been living there since '82. He, over the years, has serious health issues. It's requiring frequent emergency runs to the hospital. It's very stressful. The road conditions the wash conditions are at best hazardous, impossible many times. My latest experience with a situation like that, he was released from the hospital. He had an amputation of his foot, and he had a wound vac what needed to be serviced, and the wound treated every 3 days. Due to the placement of the Wohnwagen, it was difficult for it to operate correctly. And it became necessary that he needed daily visits from the nursing. They informed me that they no longer could service that due to the fact that the road conditions were such, since the nursing personnel used their own vehicles. So therefore it was necessary for him to be readmitted to St. Mary's Hospital till his situation was good, that he was able to come home. My little business is that I raise horses, and I no longer, it is the condition of the wash is so bad I no longer can transport the horses, so that impacts me financially. But the main thing is you never know if you're able to get in or out of the place. And it is, I would hope that your board would consider Mrs. Granelli's request. Thank you.
Thank you. Lou Samson?
Hi, my name's Lou Samson. I'm from Green Valley. And I wanted to thank those supervisors who spoke up last week and questioned the impact that Mr. Huckleberry's request to raise our rates on our sewers of 4% over 3 years was going to have on the citizens, especially citizens that are on fixed incomes. It seemed that many of you were surprised with this request and maybe previously had been told if you voted on a contract it wouldn't happen. But it seems that we're told something and then something else happens. And I want you to know I was at an event about 3 or 4 weeks ago with Mr. Carroll, Supervisor Carroll, who is our supervisor. And he brought a lady from the Public Works Department down there. And she was explaining about the roads and how we didn't have repair money and the state was sweeping all the HERF money, so we didn't have that. And we needed a 10-cent tax on every gallon of gas. That's what they're pushing in order to repair our roads. And if we didn't get that 10-cent gallon of gas tax, that we'd probably have to cut the sheriff's department. And then I heard Mr. Carroll on a radio show, and he was saying how we weren't getting funds from the federal government and we weren't getting funds from the state government, and they were sweeping our HERF money for our road repairs. And then I didn't really know what HERF was, so I looked it up. HERF is when the state collects a gas tax and it goes into a pot and it's divided up into the counties. And it is specifically for repair and maintenance of our roads. Since 1994, Pima County has had $841 million in HERF money coming to us. Out of that money, $34 million was swept back to Arizona State. So that's a whole lot of money we still have left in Pima County to repair our roads. And then I found out that out of that over $800 million for our road repair, only 20 of that was spent for road repair. The rest is spent on bonds and other administrative money. So it seems that we've all been fooled. We're told one thing and then another thing happens. And if we spend another $600 million on a bond, how do we know where that money's going to go? Can we really trust you to spend our money in a way that you say you're going to spend it? So it's my opinion that you've got plenty of money. It's just a matter of where you choose to spend it. And until you can show us that you are responsible with our money, I don't think we should give you another dime. So, thank you.
Patricia Den?
Good morning. My name is Patricia Den. I do live in Montana Vistas and I've been a resident of Pima County for many years and taught school and retired there from Nogales. I'll read the letter that I wrote that's included with the book. It's, I did say to whom it may concern, my husband Terry Den, actually he was a 100% disabled vet, passed away from congestive heart failure on October 13th, 2014. The VA had approved Sun Life, a home health care agency, and I put their number, to come out to the house to provide respite care. On October 6th, a young girl came out. Respite care was again scheduled for October 8th, but no one from that agency would come out because a young girl had said that she had had bumper damage on her way out of our road. No one at Sun Life would come out to provide authorized respite care. Our roads have been a problem for years. Even the 911 dispatcher wouldn't listen when I tried to give her directions on the day my husband died and had his heart attack. We have GPS, she said. Well, but she didn't know that GPS maps are not accurate out there. This information provided by the county MapQuest and other GPS mediated sites sends traffic over the south portion of Cielo Azul, which is not passable. Please use some of the tax money to do our roads. I also read an article on just this Sunday, March 15th, where Mr. Carroll out of the paper said he's trying to find ways to beef up roads and other infrastructure. That's wonderful. I hope all of you, including Mr. Carroll, finds money to beef up our roads. I realize that we've had a lot of changes in our budget recently and everybody's out, and I really hope we can sustain the things that are so important, libraries and things that we need. In conclusion, I heard fair housing wants access to communities of disabled person. Well, we need those through our roads where we live. I hope it will do some good, and I really appreciate everybody listening and being here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.